To dance, tickets run wild like a snake in the grass. Fingers twitch fast, orders thrown in. Dreams on the line, world spinning again. Shots like a maze, my head's on fire. Failure whispers, but I aim higher. Pop test gates trying to shake my pride. Won't stay down, I'll break the tide. Trade the chaos, make it mine. Turn the losses into shine. Grit and sweat, brick by brick. Crack the code and make it stick. Trade the chaos, make it mine. Turn the losses into shine. Grit and sweat, brick by brick. Crack the code and make it stick. Test after test, I'm kissing the edge. Risk and reward, I made my pledge. Futures clash, the screen's alive. Bankroll breathing, it's how I survive. Fear and greed, they speak my name. Fight through shadows, win this game. Strategy tied, I'm locked and loaded. Profit streams, my brain's decoded. Trade the chaos, make it mine. Turn the losses into shine. Grit and sweat, brick by brick. Crack the code and make it stick. Trade the chaos, make it mine. Turn the losses into shine. Grit and sweat, brick by brick. Crack the code and make it stick. Ooh, I'm moody for the bag, man. Like looking at the tad, man. I'm ready for another tear. We'll keep our stand, get current now. More money for the bag, man. Like looking at the tad, man. I'm ready for another tear. We'll keep our stand, get current now. Trade the chaos, make it mine. Turn the losses into shine. Grit and sweat, brick by brick. Crack the code and make it stick. Trade the chaos, make it mine. Turn the losses into shine. Grit and sweat, brick by brick. Crack the code and make it stick. Eyes on the screen, blood starts to dance. Tickets run wild like a snake in the grass. Fingers twitch fast, orders thrown in. Dreams on the line, world spinning again. Shots like a maze, my head's on fire. Failure whispers, but I aim higher. Pop test gates trying to shake my pride. Won't stay down, I'll break the tide. Trade the chaos, make it mine. Turn the losses into shine. Grit and sweat, brick by brick. Crack the code and make it stick. Trade the chaos, make it mine. Turn the losses into shine.
Hello, guys. Hello. Somebody give me a sound check. Let me know if you guys hear me okay. We're going to get started real soon. Hope everybody's doing well. Say hi to me. Let me know if the audio is good, video is good. Negative trend in US 30, big time negative trend in US 30, negative trend in NAS, although we're getting some positive pops in NAS right now. Actually, worthwhile taking this trade. We're going to take this trade. Reset. Damn it. Buy. I'm a little bit late on this trade, but let's see if we can give this a shot. Taking a trade against trend, although I promised I wasn't going to do that yesterday. But I started doing a lot of these trades in a U.S. session, And there is a method to my madness, which I'm going to discuss as soon as everybody gets into the room and gets around. But I will show you exactly what we're doing as far as contra trend trades go. And gold, obviously, totally positive trend. Actually, I missed this trade here. I missed this signal here. So we'll just let it slide here for a few minutes. See if gold comes up with. If I get a positive green dot, this is exactly why I love trading dot continuity. So like right now, what do we have? 25 seconds left. If this candle goes through the highs, it's going to give me a positive dot, and I'm going to take it, or maybe not. We'll see. Trading 0.10 of a lot, tiniest positions. Again, just to get everybody really comfortable, and then we will increase the size accordingly. So, okay, here we are. It's a 20 stop 5 target in NAS. Target in NAS is 96.32. So I got to go like basically 98 on the offer to do this. Why did I take this trade? I took the trade because we're negative trend. Purple is below the blue, but we had one positive green candle and a second one that is a higher low. This dot is higher than this dot. That's a very, very clean reversal signal, or just a clean long signal. Anytime we take a long, we need the prior signal to be lower than the current one, the prior dot to be lower than the current one. And conversely, when we're taking a short signal, we want it to be the opposite. We want the current dot to be much lower than the prior red dot. The major difference is that when we're in trend, we can just continue taking dots until they exhaust themselves. When we're counter trend, we only want to do that once in a counter trend. So to give you an idea, I would be taking all the green dots here, but only one trade here in a counter trend. This is a counter trend trade that I would have loved. Over here with two lower red dots. So short here, boom, nice clean trade for $1. Would have worked very nicely. Good evening, Lefoco. Good evening, everybody. Tell me who's new. Tell me who's scalp traded. Tell me what you guys trade. Just curious. Give me a rundown of your primary favorite instrument to trade. What you guys been doing. Typical hold time, all the kind of stuff that I'd love to know. What we do here is we trade the 2-minute chart. We're going to try and do, we'll see, maybe between 3 to 5 trades today, maybe more. But generally, we get about 3 quality trades per hour per instrument. So we've got 3 instruments to trade. Maybe we'll get 10 trades this hour. Going to NAS. NAS gets hit for target. First trade of the day done in the bank. Okay, I'm actually gonna count trades with you guys today. Let's have a little fun. We'll count trades because now I have a very, very distinct entry style that really doesn't allow me to take any bullshit trades. So every trade I take presumably is going to be backed up by legitimate price action on the chart. So speaking of legitimate price action on the chart, gold, green dot higher than the prior green dot. If it stays here, it's a minute 4 on the clock. If this stays here to the close of the candle and we still remain with a green dot, we'll take the trade. Happy to take the trade. But it's got to stay. Right now, it disappeared. I can't hold the highs. It's got to hold the highs in order for us to trade it, because the critical thing that we trade is the predictive aspect of momentum. Momentum creates more momentum. That's what we trade. Is that Chinese characters, GT Tanso? I think so. I don't know. Or maybe it's Korean. I don't know. I'm sorry. It's Korean or Chinese. Definitely not Japanese. But say hi to me. If you can go to an English keyboard, I would love to see it. US 30, very flat. Nothing going on over here. NASDAQ is done. NASDAQ is curling towards a positive trend. Now, here's another green dot. We're not even if this was a higher dot, we wouldn't take it because it's a one-time reversal trade only. Only when we're in trend do we take continuous trades. So watching gold as our potential continuity trade here. Otherwise, we've got nothing else going on here. Welcome. Hope you guys like it, David. Where are you from? New York. Well, then you're probably around the corner. All right. Oh, Long Island. Okay. Nice. Was it? I forget one of the DJs on WFAN used to always call it the Short Island. Used to always crack me up. Kathy lives in Long Island. Kathy lives in Roslyn. My partner, Kathy, who trades FX. So we trade three things in the overnight session. We trade only CFDs. We trade NAS, US 30, gold, CFD basis with my friends at ACAP who produce all the tools that I trade with. And they're all yours for the taking if you guys want an open account with them. If you're an American, unfortunately, you can't do it. But if you're a non-American, I'm going to put the link in here. Please go ahead. Open an account with them. Email me. I'll give you the trading tools and the indicator tools so you can actually trade the same way as I do every single night. Look at this. Just itching for dots and not coming up. So no trade for us. We're going to stay patient on the trade. This now turns positive. Ooh, look at this. We should take this. We're going to take this. Buy. Blue is above the purple. Green dot clearly positive. Let's see if this thing gets a little bit more extension to the upside. It's quite overbought, but we might get a little bit more juice here to the upside. Clearly, Asia wants to buy, buy NASDAQ early Asia. So we'll see if that trend continues. US 30 also turning positive. Two double greens, one higher than next. I want to be on this trade too. So if this trade stays this way after the minute closes, momentum holds at the highs, we'll take it. If it doesn't, no harm, no foul. No trading over here. Oh, anytime, my friend. In the meantime, if you guys want to join us for trading, I'm putting the join link right now. This has access to our community, all of our courses, all of our event schedules. All of it is free. So you can get a lot of really, really good education, totally free in a really nice gated community. We have both a mobile app and a web app. It's not Discord. Nobody's going to spam you. Nobody going to steal your money. It's precisely, we built this whole thing precisely because we got so sick and tired of running Discords. So it's really nice. And it's like a huge amount of really good courses all built into the app. So you can watch a lot of, great trading on my course on day trading, Kathy's course on Forex fundamentals and Forex trading, all yours for free. Just click that link, come on into the community and explore, and you get all that access. Here's the link. All right, very quiet. Nothing much going on here. Let me see. I want to see. Let me see if I can do this. I want to try to move around and see what's on Twitter right now. If anybody's saying anything intelligent. Excuse me, guys. Let me see if I can do this. I'm going to try and I wonder if you could do two screens. Stop screen, present, share screen. And this one. All right. We can see what, if anything's going on in the news. Nothing much. Headlines are quiet. What's this? Media reports Iran is ready to sign agreement for relief from sanctions. Interesting. Oil is really crashing down. NBC citing unnamed Iranian official. Iran are ready to eliminate its uranium reserves, ready to sign agreement for relief from sanctions with conditions. Placement of nuclear weapons would forego highly enriched plutonium and nuclear deal. Wow. Really? Huh. It's interesting that not much more of a reaction from the markets. I guess everybody's taking a wait and see attitude. All right, let's switch back to MetaTrader. See if we got any. Oops, sorry. Share. There we go. See if we got any action here. Doesn't look like it. Very quiet. Nasdaq still positive bid, but very anemic. Gold is negative. Now let's watch gold here. So gold is giving me a contra trend signal. We are positive bid, blue above the purple, but we have two red candles, one lower than the next. So this one stays here and closes here. I'll be shorting it. We'll see if we can squeeze a little bit of contra trend moves here on gold. All right, 32 seconds left. Let's see what we got. $15 seconds. $6 seconds. Ooh, all right, sell it. Wasn't great, kind of dropped, but good enough. We're gonna trade this for $1 target, $4 stop, short scalp move. Let's see if we get a little bit of a reversal in gold here. News about Iran should be negative gold. It diffuses a lot of global tensions, so it makes kind of sense that gold should start to go down now. Let's see if that's going to work. Almost there. What's my target? 84.82. Oh, we're almost there, and we're almost there. We got through, and that, I guess, is starting to disseminate positive Iran news, starting to have a little bit of an impact on gold. So that was a nice clean scalp. Great thing about the way we trade is, price action leads news. We read news, but we trade the price action. If news is going to impact price action, we'll catch it and we'll be able to trade it. This was a very nice, clean, structured trade. Could have had more points, could have had more size. It's not the point. The point is to be able to see the process and trade it, because what we're trying to do here. So again, we've been in this trade, floating this around. We're almost. So this is that we just did trade 2. This would be trade 3. Target here is 305.57. So we need 307.57 to make this. Let's see if it gets up a little bit higher. It should be positive equities, negative risk. Risk off assets. So let's see if this comes up. I need to see 307 on the offer here. There we go. So third trade in a row, get done. Nicely done, everybody. Anybody take those trades? Anybody trade with me today? Or is everybody just kind of watching, enjoying me trade? The cool thing is, you see, I don't have to do anything. My tool sets stops and targets. I can adjust those. I can reset them. I can trade them larger size, smaller size. Oh, look at this. We got a second trade set up. Okay, US 30, higher lows on higher dots on the green side. This thing, buck 34 on the time frame. If it stays at these prices or goes a little higher, we're going to take the US 30 to the upside too. Buck 11, buck 12, or buck 09. Let's see what he wants to do. Very quiet session. Not a lot of activity. But whatever, we'll take what we can get. Whenever we get signals, we'll take them. "47 seconds on the clock. Oh, what happened here? Hello? Oh. No green dot, no trade. No trade. Let's see. 13, 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Is it going to hold? If it holds, we're going to go long. It holds. We're long. See, single click. Everything is all done. Stops, targets in place. I can change those targets and stops. If I want to change this target to, let's say, 7, just for shits and giggles, I can do that. If I want to change the stop to 100 or 220, I can do that as well. Or I can do it my original to 40. Doesn't matter. See how fast that is? That's a really beautiful tool that I made myself. And it's very, very useful for any kind of trading, but really, really useful for scalping. So if you guys like it, it's all yours. If you are a CFD trader. Who trades CFDs here, by the way? Anybody? Let me know. Say hi to me. Relaxation is telling me he's selling oil. Where are you? Why don't I see any of your comments, guys? Oh yeah, you tell me he's selling oil. Yeah, well, oil definitely negative. Hey Christian. Hey Daho. What do you trade, Daho? Do you trade US 30? Do you trade NASDAQ? Yes, I'm in US 30. We took the US 30 trade. You see that? It's over here. What is this? Is this if I go Windows Plus, right? Does this work? Oh yeah, like this. See, I can. This has like a little. See that, guys? I have like a little magnifying glass. And then if I hit escape, I guess if I hit escape, how do I get out of this? Oh shit! Now I don't know. This is Windows Escape. Okay, Windows Escape. So Windows Plus, Windows Escape gives me the magnifying glass. I was trying to figure out how to do magnifying glass in Windows, which is very annoying. Fernando says, hey, Fernando, you should tell her, at least I'm not listening to a girl, At least I'm not on OnlyFans. I'm actually trying to make you money, honey. I'm not spending it. See, it's all about perspective, Fernando. Where are you from, Fernando? Where are you coming to me from? SPX. Yeah, SPX is good. The problem with SPX, is it's really like it's very expensive on the commission front in because it's a small product. You can't really do size with it, and the spread is like half when it's only quarter on futures. Like it's a great futures product, but I find SPX as a CFD product far inferior to US 30, which has many more points than SPX, and therefore lets you trade really wide. Oh, really? You mean you've never traded before in your life? Lafaka, wow, that's wild. That's great. But if you want my tools, take a little bit of your Dukas copy, open an account with my friends at ACAP, and I'll give you the tools, and you can trade them. And they're really good. And then you can use them on ACAP on Dukas copy as well. Are you from Brazil? Oh, nice. Very nice. Where in Brazil? Are you from Sao Paulo, or are you like somewhere to the west? In all that crazy Amazon forest place? This is great. Anybody ever see the Anthony Bourdain show where he goes to Brazil, but he doesn't go to like the common Brazil. He goes to the other coast of Brazil, which is like right to the Amazon River. And he goes to the market, and there literally is 1,000 fruit and 1,000 fish and a whole bunch of stuff that is found nowhere else in the world. Like crazy, crazy stuff that is just completely not available anywhere else in the world. Oh, yeah? Oh, wonderful. 1 a.m. Where are you, James? Where the fuck is 1 a.m.? Are you in Europe? Oh, my God. Is it too late to join my US 30? It is too late. I mean, I'm scalping. I will tell you ahead of time when I'm doing it. I will show you when I'm doing it. Don't worry. This is the 4th trade that we've done in the last 25 minutes. There'll be more trades. Don't ever take a trade after me unless you have a better price than me. That's actually a really, really good question. And the rule here is no. Don't ever take a trade after. Just let it go. We're done on US 30. Actually, I was done at 7. I remember I showed you I could move my my stops and targets at will. So it should have been a 10 target, but I forgot I had it at 7. So we got a short target. Okay, that's good. I think this is the 4th trade in a row that we hit in the last 25 minutes. So pretty good. Let's see if anything else shows up on the radar. NASDAQ. NASDAQ's got to trade. Okay, if this trade holds, and again, it's got to hold, I got to have a green dot, and the green dot is higher than the prior dot. I will take this trade, but it's got to hold. $1.42 on the clock. Oh, let's do this. I'm actually I'm totally into the magnifying glass now. Come on, baby. See that? $1.32 on the clock. Higher green dot versus the green dot. This helps, right? Tell me this is much better, right? You can actually see the magnifying a little bit better. Maybe I can do it. I wonder if I can just add this up. Is that 120, 130? Even better, right? You guys can totally see this. God, Windows is such a shitty platform. Jesus, what a piece of shit platform this is. Look how it can't even hold the magnification clearly. Anyways, 55 seconds on the clock. No trade here because I got no greens. But yeah, you get the idea. All right, we're gonna do this. Windows escape, and I'm out of it. All right, better than nothing, right? The magnifying glass kind of helps you. Okay, where are we at in gold? We took the trade, reversal trade. Up to now, we have no other trades because we're still positive bid. The purple above the blue, it's still positive trend. And the only trades that we allow ourselves is if we get 2 green dots. If we get a green dot that's higher than the prior green dot, it's never going to be higher because these are the green dots over here. The last green dot was over here. So they have to have 2 green dots in a row to get a positive signal out of me. Oh, you're in Nigeria. Oh my God. Wow. Jesus, how come Nigeria? I guess, yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, Africa. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Because Middle East is also way, way ahead of us. I'm on. I certain points I completely lose myself as to where we're at. But yeah, that makes sense. So no signals in gold right now. Nothing in Nasdaq. US 30. We did it. We did our reversal trade. That's it. We have nothing. We have nothing to do here unless we start getting negative signals, and then we need a couple of them in order for us to really get involved. Because if we get a red dot, it'll be higher than this red dot, which means it's not a trade for us. We want to sell lower low momentums, higher high momentums, buy higher high momentums, and do nothing in between. If you can do that, you're on your way to profit heaven. You're trading with God. God, she's such a beautiful quote. I'm reading this book, fascinating book about the history of mathematics in modern day quantum mechanics, and it's just this beautiful, beautiful quote about how God loves mathematical symmetry, which is. But now I'm gonna have to go look up the quote in this book tomorrow or next week when I see you guys, because it was such a great quote that I wanted to remember it. Nothing much going on here, guys. As far as physics, we're trading the most simplest classical physics there is. Object in motion remains in motion unless it gets acted upon by a counter force, right? Basic Newtonian physics, meaning that the reason why we like to trade momentum is because momentum is continuity. We need to predict the next 5 points, the next 10 points, the next 1 point with a high degree of accuracy. The only way we can do that is if we have if there is movement behind us. If there's momentum behind us, we have high, strong belief that it's going to carry forward for just a little bit. Sometimes it carries for a lot, but a trend is basically momentum upon momentum upon momentum upon momentum. When we get strong trends, it makes it really, really easy to make one trade after the next trade after the next trade. In Asia, we rarely get strong trends. So, we take what we can get. We steal a few points here, steal a few points there, but it gives you a very good idea of what we do, and then how we trade in North America as well, when there's a lot more opportunity. All right, let's see how many. Let's play a game. How many continents are represented? I know we have Africa because we have Nigeria. I know we have South America because we have Brazil. Anybody from Europe? Anybody from Australia? Anybody from Asia? Come on. Somebody give me a note. US doesn't count. US doesn't count. We're not a continent. Asia, Evgeny. Russia is not in Asia, okay? Norway, Ollie, yes. Asia. Roy, where are you from in Asia? All right, Switzerland. Switzerland is its own continent. Where are you from in Switzerland? Oh my God, that is a name. Abu Bakr. Abu Bakr. Wow, that is a mouthful, my friend. Simon, isn't it like 12 midnight in Sweden? What are you guys in Europe doing, hanging out with me? Aren't you supposed to be all asleep? Geneva. Oh, you're in Geneva. Okay, very nice. Indonesia, very nice. Is it morning? Is it morning for you, Roy? Oh, you're making a joke. I thought you wrote, but because I'm totally dyslexic, I thought you wrote from Botswana near Ireland. But that's funny. Okay, you're from Botswana, but you're based in Ireland. Great country. My wife's best friend lives in Ireland. They're coming to visit us. It's 2 a.m. in Geneva. I know. It's morning in Indonesia. Yeah, 7:17. Where are my Aussies? There's my Aussies. Andrew R. Out of Perth. Very nice. What is it like 10, 11 in the morning in Perth? Oh, wow. Evgeny says he's 5 kilometers from the Chinese border. Definitely Asia. All right. That's fair enough. You're in the Russian part that is Asia. That's fair enough. Is your town full of Chinese businessmen looking to buy literally every piece of land, a piece of property over there? Do you have like a fuck ton of Chinese in your town, Evgeny? Tell me that. Because I know the Chinese are cultivating pretty much all of that border for themselves. Is that true? All right, boys and girls, I'm looking for trades. US 30 still well under. NASDAQ is mildly positive. Gold. Oh, shoot. We missed the gold trade. Sorry about that, guys. I was dicking around and missed the gold trade. So gold trade was positive bid, second dot over here would have been a good trade. So, hey, the beauty of what we do is there's 1,000 trades. As I said, there's 3 trades, quality trades per instrument per hour. That means there's 10 possible trades. We already did today. I'm not going to do this again because I screwed up MetaTrader once I do it. But we did 5 trades today. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 trades today. Sorry, 4 trades today already. Could have had 5. All right. Gold, legitimate trade here. This is a legitimate trade if the green dot stays in place, but it just disappeared on me. 26 seconds left. Let's see if gold gives me a chance here. Gold is the new VIX. Yeah, that's true. 9 seconds left. The green dot holds. 7 seconds left. So we are going to, let me, 1 second buy. All right, I'm long gold. Chase trade. Gold recovers. Let's see if gold wants to go higher. We'll see if this trade works, but it's a legitimate signal, so I'm taking it. One of the things you guys will notice is I'm trading extremely small, really, really small, for a couple of reasons. One is because I want everybody to get comfortable with the style of trading I do and the structure of trading I do. And I don't want you guys, like, for some reason thinking, oh, I can do it, I can do a full lot. I can do 2 lots on this because Boris is taking these trades. I want to do small trades because I just want you to get comfortable first, practice on small size. But there's a second reason why I do this, because, and this is ultra small, like, my true opening trade on this probably should be about half a lot. Given it's a $100,000 account, I could easily do half. I could do a full lot if I wanted to, but let's say half a lot is a reasonable trade. The reason why is because when I'm doing this small trade, and let's say this trade goes against me, I can increase my size on the next setup and completely recover my losses. It's one of the great things about the kind of scalping we do. Since we have so many frequent opportunities, we can trade them in small size. They all add up. If 1 or 2 of them doesn't work, we get larger size, recover those losses, and just keep going. Sort of like the idealistic, or the ideal, not the idealistic, the ideal structure that we have would be the following: 1 hour, 10 trades, let's just for argument's sake, I don't know, $10 a trade, just to make it even, $100 an hour, right? Or, if you want to get serious, $100 a trade, 10 trades, $1,000 an hour, right? Which I could definitely do that with a $100,000 account. I could do $1,000 a trade. Right now, I'm just basically trying to do $100 an hour or so, close enough. Because first of all, most of you guys are probably trading $1,000 to $10,000 accounts, and that's the proper ratio for your accounts. And secondly, because I want everybody to get very comfortable with how we're doing the setup before you start getting crazy on the sizing. I know I could show all three charts at the same time, but the problem is they are so small. Like if I were to go 3 charts, you see, like you can't see anything. So I'm not that, I'm far less interested in making, getting every single trade than actually showing you the mechanics of all the trades. So I'd rather just show you the mechanics of all the trades than show you, if I miss a trade, I miss it. Because the whole point of live trading is for you guys to see the setup, see how I trade the setup, see the mechanics of it. Trust me, if I was, when we go offline, I could trade this to my heart's content, make 10 times the money and be done with it. That's not the point. I mean, I do this all the time in New York futures as well. Live is for me to show you the setup as much as possible, because that's what it's all about. It's not, nobody cares if I make $1,000, $1 million, or $1, because that's not going to impact your P&L at all. But if I can teach you the setup, that's going to help your P&L immeasurably. There's somebody today got a hold of me, Rick. Some of you guys know Rick from New York, from the New York session. After today's session, after I showed him the setup, the guy said he ran 7 consecutive winners. I'm going to ask him tomorrow how much the sizing were, but assuming he was trading $100 trades like I was doing, that's $700 clean the guy made off the setup, which is exactly where we want to be. That's sort of, where I want all of you guys to be. Oh, you're very welcome, Web Wonders. Where are you from, Web Wonders? What part of the world are you coming to me from? Watching US 30, crawling up, and gold is unwinding. Gold is having a hard time holding it slow, which I kind of thought it would. Actually, we have a reversal. If this, we're going to get stopped out on this trade probably. It's 50 seconds left. If this trade holds, like in other words, if this red dot holds, if I get stopped out and the red dot holds, we're going to reverse on gold and trade the other side of it, because that's a legitimate short signal on gold that we can take if we get stopped on the trade. We'll see. Cayman Islands. Oh, my friend. Cayman Islands. No more questions from me. No more questions from me. Do you work in insurance, or are you just retired over there? Okay, so here's a question that sometimes pops up. What if you're in a trade and you get a reverse signal in there? Generally, I stay in the trade. Like, in other words, if I'm not stopped out, and I'm in a long trade and I haven't gotten stopped out, but I do have a reverse signal, I probably, I probably stay in the trade. But in this case, I'm going to violate my own rules, as is always the case, and I'm going to reverse myself just for shits and giggles. I'm probably going to pay the price for this, but it's fine. It looks a little heavy to me. I mean, this is, I'm violating my own rules. I should have stayed in the trade. If this thing rallies, goes back up to highs, I'm blowing, I blow out this particular trade. So what? It's still tiny money. But the more important part is this is a true negative trade, reversal trade, worth taking. Let's see. Let's see if my revert, if I'm correct on this reversal signal. Now gold is notorious for just chopping me up and down, up and down. So this could easily be the bottom. But if it isn't, it would have been a decent trade. With gold, you always have to be mindful that it can just chop you up and down. So it's another reason to trade small, because what will happen with gold is it will chop, and then it will catch a bid one way or the other. It gets trend, and if you're small, you can withstand all of these stop outs, and then when it gets trend, you can really pile into the trade and P&L yourself. So you have to be just very, very mindful of that. It's another really good reason why you always start small, but you end big. It's a different world. It's for sure it's a different world in the Cayman Islands. You trade on the euro dollar, you build the A's for MT5. Oh, very nice. Very nice. I do too. Although I primarily, build indicators for trading view. But at nighttime, we trade MT5. Okay, what's NASDAQ doing with ourselves? NASDAQ just developing positive bid. It's going to be a while for us to before we can get a signal here. We trade on a 2-minute chart. Here, let me show you. Back to my trusty little indicator. You see, I'm on a 2-minute chart right here. See that? The reason we trade a 2-minute chart is because it's a very, very good, if you're scalping, it's an excellent time frame. As I said, you get probably 3 quality trades per hour out of a 2-minute chart for these short-term, high burst trades. And that's more than enough. It's long enough so it doesn't really give you too many false positives, but it's short enough to give you enough frequency. What happened to my gold? Oh, gold we made bank on gold. Look at that. My instinct was right that the short trade on gold was going to work. So, we reversed ourselves, bigger size, made it all back. That's nice. All right. Sometimes when I break the rules, I win. Yep, just hit on gold. Exactly. Thanks, Joe. So did I. I just hit on gold too. Here, let me. I think on this chart, I don't have. I don't show the history on this. Show trade history on this chart. Let me show you trade history. You see, boom, boom. Right. We got long here, stopped, reversed, boom, traded out, made the bank. You guys can see the chart, right? You can see all the stuff on the chart. I know it's really, really small. I mean, MetaTrader is just not a very elegant platform, but it is amazing for algorithmic execution, which this thing has. Next week, if you guys come hang out with me and bring all your friends, I'm going to show you. Let me get rid of this one. I'm going to show you the advanced version of this trade. Oh no, sorry, that's the wrong one. The Flash Trader Plus. I'm going to show you this one. So this one is a really, really good structure because this allows you to take short profit and a longer term profit. So if you're like a positional trader, let's say you get long over here and you have a long target, you can take a short target. It will automatically go to break even and then let you trade the long target. Maybe we'll do a little bit of those. It's, I hate doing that kind of trading, really not my personality, but it doesn't mean everybody else loves that kind of trading. So maybe we'll showcase a little bit of that because this is a really cool, this is kind of a more deluxe version of the original tool that I have. and it works really, really well. But I stick to meat and potatoes because I'm a Russian boy at heart, and meat and potatoes is what we eat. What's this? This is 25. There we go. I have to reset this. No signals on NASDAQ, but if this thing goes green, gives me a second green dot, I definitely want to trade this. Let's see if it works. US 30 still closing, still crawling into a negative territory. Nothing much going on over here. Gold is interesting because gold remains positive bid, but hasn't really, put together a positive bid leg here. All right, I'm going to put my ACAP link one more time for those of you guys that want to open an account. Let me know. Oops. Okay, first green dot in gold. This holds. We get a second green dot, we'll go long because that'll be a higher high. Until we get that higher high, we got nothing to do. This is all I drink. Seltzer water. Oh, you know what I want to do before we go? I'm actually curious. Let's see how many true traders we have. This is going to be, I'm going to do the same poll tomorrow because this is a good poll. Let's do this. I just had a good idea. So I'm not even going to tell you what the poll is until I finish it. Okay, here's my poll for all the traders. How many cups of coffee per day? 3 or less, 5 or more than 10? Let's see. Everybody vote. Show me, babies. 3 so far, 5s. Oh, people are changing. Oh, nobody does 10, huh? Okay. I hate to tell you how much I drink. Nobody's as degenerate as me. Only 3 cups of coffee. Okay. Oh, second green dot. Looking good. 58 seconds on the clock. Here, let me try this. Let's see if we can actually do this with the magnifying glass. Because you see this. So we got second green dot. I got 46 seconds on the clock. I can actually, I'm going to, when this thing goes to, I think I can do this. Hopefully I can do this. When this thing clicks down to, just went away. The signal went away. All right, I got all excited, but the signal went away. So no signal. No signal. No soup for you. No signal. Let's see what NASDAQ has. NASDAQ actually had a positive signal, which I should take this. So we're going to take this. It's not looking very attractive right now because this positive signal kind of was anemic. The candle was a little bit red, but it's a legit signal. I got 2 higher greens, positive trend, and I got a price better than the price before. We'll see. I'm not loving this trade, and it, didn't show a lot of momentum, but it showed enough that I should be able to try it. Let's see what gold is doing. Gold is doing nothing. Okay, so we got nothing on gold. Okay. Three cups of coffee. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Nobody's done more than 10. Okay. I have like a really high constitution. I can drink double espresso and go to sleep in 2 minutes. Kathy, if she has a coffee after 1 o'clock in the afternoon, can't go to is just wired for the day. Just completely different physiology. It keeps you regular, my friend. It keeps you regular, Daniel. All right, I'm watching gold here, trying to see if I can get a green dot over here, but so far nothing. Pretty quiet session today, guys. What's this? This is my NASDAQ. Oh, NASDAQ. Yeah. So, I told you NASDAQ gave it a signal. It wasn't a pretty signal, but let's see if it gets enough juice. I mean, the news is net positive tonight. I mean, I can't believe it's true with the Iranians because I don't trust them as far as I can throw them. But if Trump can negotiate a nuclear de-escalation with Iran, that's massively positive. Massively positive because it means oil is back to 50, 60. It flows. Investment comes up. Lots of confidence. The Houthis are down. We're close to kind of calming down in the Middle East, which would be huge. Very, very positive. And we just sold about $1 trillion worth of AI products to UAE. So that's all, very bullish and completely unexpected because I don't think anybody thought the crazy ass shit that he was doing was going to work. But that's the beauty of life. It's the beauty of markets. Generally, if everybody is on one side and giving you the conventional wisdom arguments, they're almost always wrong in the markets. I'm very, very close. I was very, very close on this trade here. I'm going to try to stay patient with this trade, but I got to go soon. So that's the only thing is I wanted to close out on a positive trade, but maybe this won't work. It's fine. The proper thing to do is to stick to your plan and let the trade play itself out. It's either going to work or it's not going to work, but you want to stick to as many good trades as you can. And remember, because you're trading small size, you can always repair it on the next cycle. Overall, we had legitimate trade cycles. I took only legitimate trades today, right? There was how many trades? I think there was 5, and this would be the 6th. This is the 6th trade, so it's not bad in a very, very quiet, quiet structure. We have like basically 6 trades here, and we presumably in a platonic ideal should have 9 because it should be 3 trades per instrument per hour. So pretty good given given how everything traded. First coffee around 11 a.m. Oh my God, till about 2 p.m. Now I drink espressos from 5 a.m. until 9 p.m. and then I'm going to sleep. Okay. All right, my friends, I got to run. It's been we had a great trade yesterday, great trade today. This trade is still floating, but we were basically 5 out of 6 today, right? Which is exactly where we want to be. We want to be around 5 out of 6 on any given hour, on any given trade, because that keeps us very consistent, very profitable. Tomorrow, if you want to join me in New York session, we trade futures. We'll have a great time there. And I will see you guys again Tuesday, Wednesday next week, all month of May. I'm going to sit here and trade with you guys. So I'd love to see you come join us. Bring all your friends. You want the tools? Come into my room. First of all, come into my room and just join us to say hi and just get access to everything we do. And then if you want my tools and everything else, Once you're in the room, just open up an account with ACAP, and I will give this to you for free. The execution tool and my ACAP, my MT5. This is MT5, MT4. I have MT4 version 2. Indicator that gives you all the dots and all the entries and all the rules for how to trade this properly. It's not complicated, but it's very, very profitable. All right, we're going to close out on the win. I'm just going to close this out right now for a win. So this will be now 6 out of 7 trades, which is pretty good and exactly sort of where we want to be in the Asia session hour. So thank you, guys. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful night. I will see everybody next week, or I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for the New York session trade. All right, guys? Enjoy. Thank you so much, guys. Take care.